Hello from on board Ambassador Cruise Line's cruise ship, the Ambience. I'm sailing in the English Channel to lots of exciting destinations like the Isles of Scilly and the Channel Islands. Let me show you what a cruise around the English Channel is like.
Here's my ship, the Ambience. Most ports on this itinerary, you have to anchor out at sea and take a tender boat in to shore. The first port is called Foye. It's spelled Foye, but pronounced Foye. It's in Cornwall. There's lots of boats there, cute little boats, and lots of amazing plants as well. There's a real tropical air going on here, and lots of fishermen's houses as well. I thought these two are pretty cute. There's also lots of steps going down to the sea for easy access should you want to swim. The main street is called Fore Street. There's lots of cute boutiques on Fore Street, as well as a wonderful ice cream shop called Ruby's. Be rude not to try some, so I tried the clotted Cornish cream ice cream, and wow, it is very, very good. From here, I walk on the southwest coast path. It's a fabulous trail that goes for miles and miles. I'll walk for about 40 minutes along it. There's great clifftop views, as well as lovely flora, and butterflies are absolutely everywhere. There's a great sea mist the day we're there, but eventually it clears enough so I can see our ship out at sea. There it is, hello, and I find Pilridmoth Beach, which I have practically to myself. Lovely spot. The next port of call is the Isles of Scilly. Again, you have to anchor out at sea and take a tender boat to shore. If you take the first tender boat to shore, then you've got a chance to see as much as possible. I do that. This is the Garrison. There's a tension cell there. The Garrison is a great thing to go and visit, especially if you like walking. It's at the top of a hill, and there's a trail along the defensive walls. You can walk along it for about an hour, and off these trails, little side paths that meander off it. It's a great place to walk, and I really recommend it if you like walking, which I do. Great for views as well. This is the capital of the island, St Hughs, and there's a post office. There are honesty boxes everywhere across the island. I walked to the other side where there's lovely houses and flowers, as well as a cemetery where Harold Wilson, a former British Prime Minister, is buried. Here's his gravestone, which has the most phenomenal view over a secluded beach and bay. All the beaches on this island are absolutely gorgeous, with white sand beaches and gorgeous clear water. Just need some sunshine. That afternoon, there is time to do another excursion because I took the first tender boat out. So I head to the island of Tresco. It's a smaller island, which is famous for its Tresco Abbey Gardens, botanical gardens, which have got 20,000 plant species from 80 countries. It is an amazing place. There are also red squirrels and golden pheasants there. It is a wonderful place to spend a couple of hours. The colours are phenomenal. It was breathtaking. I could have spent even longer there. See those colours? See what I mean? I keep looking for the red squirrels wherever I go and walk. I'm desperate to see them. I do find a gorgeous mosaic shell house, this is called, very pretty, which I walk along from there. Look at that. And isn't that just gorgeous? Someone has really thought about the landscaping of these gardens. Oh, there's the pheasant. And there's some fish there as well. And then I spot a red squirrel. Oh, I love red squirrels. The next port of call is the Channel Island of Gernzie. We are so lucky because we make every single port of call. Sometimes the weather, the waves, means you can't stop in some of these islands. It's such a pretty place, Guernsey, with a real French feel. The street names are bilingual, and it's very close to France, which is why it feels so French. I head to Hauteville House. This is where the French author Victor Hugo once lived for 15 years when he was sent to Guernsey. He was put in exile in Guernsey. He decorated this entire house with a great vision. It's an unbelievable place. The room has such flair. There's tapestries on the ceilings. There's loads of woods everywhere. He's got this remarkable red room. He had great vision. This is his conservatory, and it has a great view from the conservatory. There's our ship, and you can see all the Channel Islands from there. This was Victor Hugo's bed. This is the desk where he wrote Les Miserables. Can you believe that? He's also got marvellous gardens, a back garden with a great view again of France and the Channel Islands. If you go early, you might have time to visit another Channel Island in the afternoon. That's what I do. I go to the Channel Island of Herm. I take a local ferry, the Trident ferry, and I spend the afternoon. You've got to check out the ferry times to be sure you can do this. I love the island of Herm. It's much smaller than Guernsey. It's just about a mile long. It's crisscrossed by hiking trails. By now you'll realise I love walking. You can walk from one side of the island to another. The paths get more sandy as you reach the beaches, and there's lots of butterflies everywhere too, although they're very shy when I try to film them. I capture one there. There are loads of amazing secluded bays. The sun comes out, the sand looks white, the sea so blue, again like a Caribbean island. This is Shell Beach, and then afterwards I walk around the island's interior across the top of the island. I fear I get lost, but it's only a mile long, so you can't really get that lost. I stopped for lunch at the Mermaid Tavern for a bowl of mussels in a lovely soup. It's absolutely delicious. And then I spent some time on a beach, which I have all to myself. I love Herm. Go if you can. It's a great, great spot. Our last port of call is Honfleur in northern France, in Normandy. Oh, this is a stunning place. We can dock here, no tender boats necessary. It is so pretty. I love the Normandy style of architecture. It's absolutely breathtaking, absolutely gorgeous place with lots of great shops selling calvados and sweets. And I love just strolling its streets. So will you. I do a ship excursion to Giverny, which is where the Impressionist artist Claude Monet lived. This is Claude Monet's house. You can go into the house and explore. Yes, that's the bed he lived in, slept in. Here's his very, very yellow kitchen. So you can walk around the house. There's lots of people. I know I've managed to film it quite well. It looks empty, but really it was full of people. There's a view of his gardens, his famous gardens, which he painted from inside the house. And after visiting the house, I went to explore the gardens, which still look probably pretty much how they did in his day. He landscaped the whole gardens. He was an artist who also loved gardening too. And the lily pond is just breathtaking. This is something he painted again and again. It's an iconic lake, and it was incredible just to be there. It was just wow.
I've sailed on Ambience before up to the Norwegian fjords about 3 years ago, and I did a whole ship review then, so you can take a look at that after this to see what the whole ship is like. But I will show you now just a few things which I didn't notice before.
One thing I didn't notice the last time I stayed was the studio, where they hold dance classes, exercise classes, Pilates and yoga. They've got great kit there and gear too. I got back to my cabin and there's an invitation waiting for me to dine at the captain's table. There's Captain Hugh. He's going to wave. Wow! It was such an honour to be asked to dine at his table, and the food was delicious. Chicken liver parfait, followed by seafood chowder and lamb shank. And then a couple had got married that were sitting at the table. We had their wedding cake too. That was really nice. I also dined at the Indian restaurant Saffron for the first time, which I didn't last time. It's absolutely delicious. The prawn starter, the seafood starter, and butter chicken for main course were delicious. If you fancy it, you should try the Indian. It's only $19.95. Every mouthful was absolutely delicious. It's really worth the splurge. The other thing I didn't see was the show Masquerade. It's an absolute brilliant hit, and the dresses these girls wear are made from recycled plastic fish from the sea.
I have had an absolutely amazing time sailing around the Channel Islands. I really hope you enjoyed my review video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There's a little circle going to come up on the screen round about there. Click on it. Happy travelling!